Yeah, hello and welcome to the Trade Counter demo. Okay, so we're in the customer module. We have some options here for Trade Counter. So create a new Trade Counter invoice, find Trade Counter invoices. So we can obviously open them up again or whatever. Yeah, but if I look into Setup first and Trade Counter Setup, okay, we've got a few options here. Okay, so these are all users within the system. And what you can do is you can lock a warehouse to an actual user. So the stock or the invoice will always be taken regardless from that warehouse, regardless of any of the settings. We also have for a particular user the option: can they change prices or not? Yeah, and do we want to show them the profit tab in the actual screen? We can also have, the way people set this up is they have a couple of PCs on the actual counter, and they may make people log in every time. So then obviously there will be a user. Yeah, so you log in, you log out, or they might just set one up, yeah, to be, user one. Yeah, but then the actual trade counter user that's doing the actual order at the time can pick which user is actually doing it. Saves them logging in and out. Depends how you want to work. Yeah. Okay, so for each warehouse we have a particular set of defaults. Okay, so if it's a different warehouse, then obviously the defaults can be different. We can prefix invoices, yeah, with a particular, so we know which branch, a particular invoice was done at. We also we have two types of customers that come to us on the counter. Yeah, they could be account customers or they could be just retail, cash sale customers. So if they're a cash sale customer, usually you just give them a receipt, maybe a thermal receipt. So you have a thermal printer there, and you also have a kind of laser printer, yeah, maybe. So you say that I want all cash sale customers to use this layout, yeah, and print one copy. Yeah, you might actually want to use a receipt printer, yeah, and pick a particular layout. Yeah, and so for cash sale customers, just give them a receipt. But for account customers, you might just want to give them a delivery note rather than an invoice. So then they can sign the delivery note, and actually you keep a copy, they keep a copy. You may want to enable a signature pad. So on the counter there, you've got a signature pad, so they can actually, instead of actually signing the delivery note, yeah, they can actually just sign on the signature pad, and then when you print them off their delivery or packing note or whatever, yeah, it will have their signature already on it. You can decide to show inclusive VAT pricing, yeah, and you can also have discount item lines on the till as well if you want to. We also have which is the default cash sale customer for this particular warehouse, yeah, and which bank accounts do you want to link for cash sales, credit card, and check another. And when we apply discounts, what item code and whatever do you want to show, and do we want to show images? Okay, we can also specify favorite items. So these are the things that are kind of on screen. So if you've got a touch screen, you can just touch the screen and add them to the order. And if you want to actually add categories, there's another way to place the order by going through categories if you wanted to. So let's just kind of include these ones. Okay, right. So if we open up a trade counter invoice, you can see that the screen here is, these are all my favorites. Yeah. So if I had a touch screen, I could just click on them. Yeah, and it adds them. Yeah, and if I click on them again, it ups the quantity to 2. I can actually change the quantity manually there. I can actually click on that cross there to delete the item. Yeah, so we can get rid of it like that, or I can add it back by clicking on it. It automatically pick the cash sale customer. Yeah, but if I wanted to change the customer, yeah, obviously I can do that. If I had a scanner, yeah, then I could just scan the UPC code. Yeah, so if I scanned it, yeah, then it would add the item. Yeah, and if I kind of scan another item that was already there in the list, it would just up the quantity. Okay, I can also search, yeah, for something. Maybe I can pick it. It's a wild search. So if it contained blue and la, yeah, then it would actually bring them up. Yeah, so it's a kind of wild search of multiple components. Okay, so I've completed my order, so that's the order. So the invoice, sorry, yeah, trade counter invoice. The total is £528. This customer is a cash sale customer. They don't have a credit limit, so they owe £528. If I click at the Pay Now button, yeah, it's confirming that that's what they owe. and I can do this by cash, check, or credit card. So if I say, well, you're going to pay me by credit card, it'll put the whole lot in. I can have a type it. I can also say, well, do you want me to email you the receipt? So I click on email. If I enter their email address, whatever it might be, yeah, and I actually set up, if I type a lead name in here, then it will actually not just email them the receipt, yeah, but it would also create a lead record for them as well. So even for your retail customers, you can capture their information, yeah, and then you could email them afterwards, yeah. So I'll just say cancel on there. So I can complete the sale. So I'm completing the sale for a cash sale customer. I think we set it up to do a receipt. So if I had a receipt printer attached, it would actually do the receipt. I can actually print it here and now if I want to separately as well. But if I just literally print and complete sale, it will print the right document. Account customers will get a delivery note. Retail customers will get a thermal receipt. So I just complete the sale. It automatically then brings up the screen again, ready for the next customer. So let's say this customer that's just walked in is an account customer. Yeah, so I pick on them. So then when I pick the items, it will put their pricing in. Yeah, and it also will actually take into account their credit limit. So they actually can take these goods without actually having to pay anything. So if I click on the Pay Now button, I can just complete the sale because it's not demanding that I actually have any money. So I just complete the sale, that's it, done, on to the next one. You can also look at this by category. So I can say, here's my categories. If I click on that, I can just, with a touch screen, I can add it to the order. Computers, I can add that to the order. Another way of just adding things. If they are an account customer, you can obviously look at their credit receivables. You can copy them on an invoice. You can send copy invoices. You can look at their ship to addresses. You can look at the profit tab, yeah, to see how much profit you've got. But in settings, these are all options that will appear or not appear depending on what your settings are. So I can create a new quote. Yeah, I can import a quote. So if I just say void this and start again, yeah, I can import a sales quote. Yeah, so if I click on that, these are all the outstanding quotes for that particular customer. Yeah, and I can bring them in to the order from the quote, and I can also add a customer here and now if I wanted to. More unusual to do that though. Okay.